out of it that she has a business, and I've never done a business before. And I just was curious she, if there's something special that you have to consider with your feng shui in a business. And also her particular business is, she's a personal trainer. So she has a small gym that, she trains people individually or as couples. And I was just curious if there was anything in particular for that business and also a business.
Well, first of all, it's my feeling that a business is much easier to do than a home because you really have a focus, and your focus is make money.
Right.
Bring in customers, commerce. You don't have all the other personal issues generally that you have in someone's home. So that's your number one thing, is just to figure out how you can, really bring in what you need to bring in to help them thrive, survive, prosper. I always recommend a water element, if in the wealth corner if possible, because the water nourishes the wood element, so we're constantly creating cash flow.
I would put an office in the in the back, in the command position is where I'd put the office. Wealth, bring in money, and that would be the best spot for that. When you're talking about having a receptionist desk, a really good place for that, obviously in the front. But once again, what I have them do in business, James, is I have them write their goal in each sector.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's really easy to feng shui it for me. But there's certain business positions, that's, I teach that class. There's a whole different place where you want to make sure you have everybody when it's in a business.
Yeah, you want to take Brenny's office feng shui for sure.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
That's going to be
she's all by herself, so she doesn't have any employees. And her desk that she set up is right directly across. So her front door is actually in the Helpful Helping People, and then her desk is right behind that. So which would be children?
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, children.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
I'm not muted.
It's just a big square room, so it's not like she has and then the rest of it's just all workout equipment. So it's not like there's a lot of office stuff going on.
Right.
No, it does. That's not what it's about. It's not about feng shuiing an office. It's about feng shuiing a business.
Right.
And every business has to have the same thing. It has to be welcoming when you come in. What does it say outside? The points I would look at from a business standpoint is getting their butts in the door. So what's the outside look like? What's the flow up to it? Are they really pulling people in? Do they know it's a gym? They think it's a coffee shop. I mean, it's amazing when you walk up to businesses and it's like the cement's dirty, the door creaks when you open it, don't even know really what it is.
Poison arrows pointing at you as you walk in.
So what I would do is, I think one of the best things to do if you live close by is, from a customer standpoint, get your iPhone, whatever, Zoom it, record it, and walk in, and then when you go back home, it'll be really easy for you to lay it out because you've seen the energy from their standpoint.
That's very
It's
good.
all about their flow of coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can even show, then that's easy because then you use that and you play it for the owner and say, do you see, this is how you see through your feng shui eyes, and you explain. Because feng shui is common sense and it's moving energy. Everything's energy. We're energy workers. That's all we do. We just use the universal laws to move stuff around in these modern times. That's all we're doing.
Very good suggestion. Thank
But
you.
intention. What does she really want out of that business?
Right. Okay. Was that it?
I just have a question about second floors because I have a like where bathrooms are placed on the second floor when you live in a 2-story house.
Mm-hmm.
And I know like you're never supposed to have a bed over a stove, those kinds of things. But I have a bathroom over my kitchen, and the toilet is almost directly over my sink. And so should those be things that you should be considering when you have bathrooms on the second floor?
Well, the main concern is it's not over your bed.
Right.
Over the kitchen, if it bothers you thinking about it, then I would definitely put a cure, either an upward growing plant behind the sink or hang a crystal above the sink.
Okay.
In the mirror,
You could do a mirror, yeah.
it would bother me. You saying it bothers me because I'm so visual. I'm seeing right there. I'm just like, what if the toilet, I think like, what if something happened? Like, what if it broke? What would happen?
Mm-hmm.
So you put a mirror on the ceiling in the kitchen?
I put it behind the toilet facing down in the second floor. That's how I would do it. That's what popped in my head.
Either way is fine.
It's easier.
Yeah, well, it's a little weird.
Nobody really sees it if they do. What's that? Oh, it's bready.
You know, another thing you can do is put a mirror above the toilet on the ceiling, just a little round mirror, and it's pulling the toilet up instead of down.
So that would be good if it just if a toilet was on the second floor anyway.
Yep.
No matter what it's over, just to kind of keep it up.
It's kind of general cure. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
And then you put your intention into it, do the 3 secrets, and it's that much more powerful.
Thank you.
Bam. Okay, let's take it away, James. You got everybody new except Ann, and have we found Ann?
Ann is here, and River just joined us. Hi, River. Ann, did you call in?
We see you, River. We have to warn people because sometimes they sit like this for a long time and we're like, we're looking at you, you're being recorded. Oh gosh.
Okay, Ann, were you able to call in?
Okay, guys, well, here what you get to see is the back side view of how we do consultations. And so what we're going to do is we're going to mute everybody, and Ann's not on, so then you'll just hear us.
She is on. We just can't hear her.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
We can't hear her. And so what you're going to do is see what we see and how our brains think when we analyze an appointment. She sent in a whole lot of information, which put me into fear. James goes, I don't want to know anything except maybe major predecessor energy, such as if everybody got divorced or everybody went bankrupt, that type of stuff. Otherwise, I don't read things because it'll go in my subconscious and it might make me think off base of what really is being channeled. Because I do sage, light the candle, call in the forces, and do my thing, whether it's online or whatever, because there's no time or space. So just so you know, that's how we're going to do this. And we're going to look at her floor plan and see what we see is going on. And then keep trying to call in, Ann, if you can. That would be great to be able to otherwise get your chat ready.
Yeah. So let's take a look at the floor plan then, shall we?
We shall. Take it away, James.
All right.
And make sure everybody's muted and that we're seeing floor plan, and then life is great.
Okay, everybody's muted, but Brenny and Ann.
He has the power of the mute.
Yeah. Absolute control.
Ready.
Okay. What do I want? Photoshop. Okay, this is the exterior of the home. Let's look at the floor plan first. Okay. Oh, too big.
I want to make a comment while you're doing that. Guys, this is a great tool. Rochelle, for example, get the floor plan ahead of time. You can record it like we're doing. You don't have to have a conversation. This is how we record our classes because it automatically is going to make an MP4. Okay, James.
Okay. All right, there. We can all see this, correct?
That looks great. Yeah.
Yeah, so we see right off the bat that it's pretty rectangular, so it's a regular shape, which is good. A couple things we notice is a little bit of missing down here in knowledge cultivation. And then we also see a fireplace in the children's area. So the children's area, or the children's area, is represented by the metal element, and fire is the only element that can destroy metal. So we definitely want to do a cure for that. And I always like to do, for this type of situation, is a 5-element cure. because that way we can actually turn the negative element into a positive element. Because if we bring in earth, then we have fire, which is, you know, represented by the fireplace, now creating earth. And earth is the mother element, or the element that creates metal. So we've taken a negative, a very negative aspect and turned it into an actual positive one.
Right.
So that can be very powerful. And you can do that with color. So you can bring in some yellow color. You can actually use the element itself. So you have a lot of, you know, a huge variety of cures you can bring in here to bring in that earth element. See if I got any chat. No.
What about a stone fireplace? We have river rocks here. Would
Perfect.
stones work, James?
Yep, stones are earth. You could even put rocks around the fireplace. You could paint the wall behind the fireplace a gold or a yellow.
James, I want to make a comment on that because I do live where the Mississippi River starts, and the river rocks are so beautiful here, and lots of fireplaces are made of river rocks. So think of that. Not only are you doing a cure, but think of how much more powerful it is when every time you look at your fireplace, you look at those river rocks. And, you know, I used to love doing open houses just for certain places because they had like really pretty stone fireplaces made from the river rocks. So think of also always, if you can get it from your natural surroundings, it's that much more powerful if you like it. You gotta love it. James, you have muted yourself. You're talking to yourself.
Okay, unmuted. And just wrote into chat, what about using plants in front of the fireplace? And I just said yes, 3 or 9 would be ideal. And that's, but you still want to bring in that elemental cure. Because,
okay, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were done.
Well, plants alone create more fire.
Mm-hmm.
So in this instance, I would go, well, with your intention, you can use plants to kind of block the drain of chi to the fireplace. But so it wouldn't be an elemental cure.
I would not use that cure myself.
No.
It doesn't vibe with me.
Yeah. If the fireplace was in any other location, then or several different other locations, then the plants would be ideal.
Okay, let's go look at those French doors, because that is what we call also why to me this is more powerful, is it's a cross sector from the missing energy in the spirituality and knowledge. So up in relationships, we have French doors, which is a big opening for energy to leave. See that? And then it's a cross sector, which you always want balanced from the spirituality and knowledge.
Yeah, it's always good to look at the cross sectors. So again, this fireplace can affect family because that's the cross sector. Am I muted?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay. And then for the missing area here, I would just place something right here in the corner. Got some more chat here. Let's see.
Otherwise, you guys know the simple cures to expand a wall, right? You don't have to see it. You can even put it like behind a picture or something, but like a mirror. Because when you look into a mirror, it pushes out. That is like the most simple cure. That's why they like the aspirin of Feng Shui is mirrors, because there's so many uses for them. But they're so powerful, people. I could tell you stories, but I won't today. Okay, so there, make sure to do that cure, and also the French doors, because relationships, and I don't even know where the garage is, but even if the garage was out, if the garage is a detached outside the relationship area, that's even more energy for the partner to leave. So whether it's business or relationship, that's not, you wouldn't want a door there, and especially with a detached like garage or parking area.
We had a couple questions come in on the chat from River. Can you explain why you wouldn't use plants to cure a drain? We were just talking about using it to cure the drain of the fireplace because it's a hole in the house. And since this fireplace happens to be in the metal children's area, plants just give more fuel to the fire, which destroys the metal more. So that's why we said to avoid it in this particular sector. And then Ann said, tried caulking and couldn't, connect. Plants, I was thinking mirror over it. Yeah. Bay window.
I'm seeing, I must have to do all chat. I'm just.
Oh, yeah. She sent it to me private. Yeah, and you should, type in the, let me write it to her.
Okay, guys, so while he's doing that, I'm going to give you a cure if the bad situation, or I don't like the word bad, but anyway, you do have a big opening door to leave, and let's say that it was a house and a garage was out here. The simple cure I remember Master Lynn always telling us is using the birdseed from the back door all the way around the garage and bringing it back to the door. It's calling the energy back in with the intention of calling the energy back in so the relationship, the person doesn't leave, whether it's leaving the business, unless you want them to. Holy crap, open up, make a whole bunch of doors, build a parking lot, and put a flashing arrow.
Right.
I'm sorry, guys. I get off track, I know. Maybe I'll paint the room earth. Okay, James, so can you read the...
Yeah. Brandy, are you facing the mirror in or out?
You want to face, when you want to expand the wall, you want to be able to look into it. So, like, let's say that wall right there, anywhere on that wall that James has that dot, on that wall, you want to look in the mirror because you want to pull the energy out. We're expanding the wall using a mirror on that wall, James.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just draw a line here?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was doing she's got a problem hearing anything we're saying. What did you say? Do it again.
Can you just draw where you'd put a mirror to complete the energy using a mirror on the bay window wall? Like just draw a line right there and then point the arrow how it's going to push the energy out to complete it.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. See, right there, looking into it. Bingo, baby. Yep.
Ann can't hear us, so but she'll get the recording.
Maybe she's not supposed to influence our consultation. I don't know why she couldn't hear us. So check, are your speakers on?
And you can, well, she can't hear us, so.
I thought she could hear us before.
She could.
So she needs to type in, she needs to use where exactly how you told her for the speaker, or microphone. She needs to do the same for her speaker. Maybe she has something pick that.
And River would like you to explain the French door cure and why while I'm typing this in.
I just did.
Okay. Click on.
Ask another question. Rochelle, didn't you get it when I talked about the bird seed all the way around the garage and back? James, we can post this as our training session. They can go back and review it, right?
Yep. Okay. Meeting ID. Oh, she needs a meeting ID. Okay, let me find that real quick.
No, Rochelle, you start at the door, like the French door in the back, and you go out and around the garage and back to the French door. You're completing the circle of energy to pull it all back in. I use all kinds of prayers. I do not have a specific one because I do a lot of Native American because that's my energy of where I live is really influenced by that. But I always use intention. I always use visualization. I always call in my guides, whether I use the 5 thunders or some other way of doing it. So I always get the support I need, open up that portal to heaven. And it doesn't matter how or what you do. You know, I can just say it. Some people don't want to use the word God or whatever. So it's really the intention and the visualization, which is going to move that energy. That's what's going to do it. Just stating it, what you want. I mean, let's say that life hadn't beat you all up and you're new and you plop on this planet and they say, listen, what you think, you start creating. And then when you say it, you make it that more powerful. How do you want your life to be? And you just start drawing out and writing out what you want. You feel it in your heart because you know it's true. You're designing your life. And that you hadn't been beat up. And like when you're a kid, they just go do what's fun. You know, they're not like, oh my gosh, I got a checklist or I'm worried about this, or this. They just go and live life and do what's creative. And that's how you have to base the energy of all this.
Well said.
I think so. I don't remember.
Should we look at the exterior?
No, go back, please, because we're not done with the interior.
Okay.
The door straight through and all the fame and reputation area.
Oh, yeah, right. Oops.
Wow, James, that's a wild line. Whoosh.
Yeah, so when you have the back door and the front door lined up, it just means the chi just shoots right through. Hard to make it circulate.
And our goal is for it to what? Meander, slow down, chill out, and the good stuff stay. And the stairs too. Circle that so we don't forget that. And then we're done with the house for now. Yeah. Okay. Okay, James, so let's talk about the fame and reputation area and what's going on there. I see a whole lot of water, and that's a fire element. What's going to happen there?
So the water is going to destroy the fire. We all know that water puts out fire, so it's the exact element you do not want in the fame area, but it can be simply fixed by bringing in plants. So by bringing plants into that area, then you have all this water feeding the wood element, which is creating fire. So it harmonizes the elements. And that's the simplest thing to do. Put plants near each drain if possible, upward growing plants, healthy plants. It can be little lucky bamboo plants. Or you can also put a mirror on the outside of the bathroom door facing out, right about there, if that's the door, I believe it is.
And use color. Paint's a super simple cure always.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, paint is the cheapest, probably easiest way to completely transform.
But powerful, because it's what you're surrounded and being vibrated with. You know, that's why I love this color. Obviously, look at the color of my shirt. Because I'm a wood element, and it makes me happy. I feel in vibration with who I am. Okay, James, let's talk about the steps. And we always know you need a cure when you have steps because it's the up and the down of it all, right? So right. I see the career going up and down and the health going up and down. So once again, James, let's quickly talk about the cross sector. So we have an issue in fame, but we also have this issue of the career going up and down. So that's why it's very powerful to always look at the cross sector, and especially if you have an issue in both sectors.
Yes, I'm talking to Ann right now. And you can hear us. I just unmuted you. Can you speak now? See if we can hear you. No mic, huh? Okay. All right.
Well, usually, James, computers are built with microphones now.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact because
mine doesn't have one.
A meltdown on customer service, and I didn't have a microphone, and then they responded in the chat to what I had said.
Oh, and you're on the phone. We should be able to hear you. Oh, wait. Oh, you're still on the computer, too. Let me unmute your phone. Sorry.
James did it. He's testing us all for patience.
Okay. Ann, can you?
I want to speak.
Yay. We hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Good. Yeah, what's been going on? with my house and all the red lines.
Okay. Well, we recorded it all, but real simple summary is you have fire in the children area. You heard that part, right?
Right, and I'm going to put a mirror over the fireplace.
You put a mirror over the fireplace. Also bring in the earth element.
Okay, yep,
Because-
yellow or
Yeah.
pottery or something.
Yeah, flowers, pottery, it doesn't matter. Artwork. And because fire destroys the metal element, and the metal is what you want there.
Right.
Okay. Then we haven't talked about the stairways yet, have we?
Just that. Well, a little bit, but go ahead.
Yeah. And then the Feng area, you have a lot of water. Okay, and water puts out fire, which is what you want there. So by bringing in plants into that bathroom area, and maybe next to the sink in the kitchen, that will turn the water element from a destructive element, which destroys fire, into a productive element, because the wood will create the fire. The water creates the wood, wood creates fire. So you've harmonized the two destructive elements.
Okay.
And then we talked about a slightly missing,
Energy.
knowledge area. So by placing a mirror on this wall here, or by placing something in this corner outside.
Like a statue.
I have a rhododendron there.
Say it again.
Is there
You cut
I have
out.
a plant there, a bush.
There's
Okay.
a bush there. There you go. 3 secrets.
Yeah. So you want to do that 3 secrets reinforcement ceremony to, implant your intention.
Okay.
And then we talked about coming in the front door and being right in line with the back door.
Right. The back door is going to be closed. It's going to be, we're redoing our kitchen. So the sink is going to be moved to the right. The
Okay.
back door is going to be moved into the living room. And we're either going to have just the French doors or have windows and the back door coming in like on the opposite wall
Perfect.
in the living room there.
Good.
Perfect.
Good move.
Yeah, and then you have the stairs. Now we talked about this last time we were on the phone, but we couldn't really see it. The good thing is that the door opens from this left-hand side, probably backwards to you guys.
Right.
Which
The builder
actually,
was going to put it the other way, and I wouldn't let him.
no, good. That's good.
No,
because-
that's perfect
Yeah,
because the way it opens is it's actually closing that off to even be seen. So
Right.
your flow
And
is going to be coming right either in helpful people area or down the hall, however you have that set up. So good. That's a good.
I have a light hanging just inside the front door, and I'm going to change it to a chandelier with crystal.
Always a good move.
Yeah.
And the French doors, I noticed the other day that the one that opens will send you towards the right. So I'm thinking the doors are not correct. I mean, they both open, but the one the one on the right, as you're looking at the picture, locks. And then the one on the left is the one that you could go in and out easily. But to me, it sends you to the right side of the house instead of... Am I wrong in that?
You cut out the last sentence.
How would it send you to the right side of the house?
Well, as you come in, see, as it's drawn, as you come in, the door would have to swing. Say I have groceries, the doors would have to swing back
Oh,
so I could go to the kitchen.
yeah.
whereas
So
if I
it would actually close off the path to the kitchen.
Right.
Yeah, that's not good. That's just going to be a pain.
I think the main door on the French one should open on the right side.
I agree.
So
Yeah.
so that was wrong when they put it in.
That's how I would do it because that's just going to be irritating because then you're sitting there with a couple bags of groceries and you open it up and then you have to close the door to start walking into the
Yeah.
kitchen. That energy is
Yeah.
going to irritate you, and that's not what Feng Shui is about. It's about happy energy and flowing energy. And every time you do that, you're going to go, those contracts.
Yeah. That's.
I have to push the left one all the way back to get in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just make it as simple and easy. Stick my mother there, and whatever she'd complain about, fix. That's what I'm good at Feng Shui. What would my mother say? Okay, that needs to get fixed.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the kitchen, did you get my what the kitchen plans would be?
Yeah. Hold on here.
What the new plans were? Yes, that's it. I was told maybe not to put the ovens there because that's in relationship, to maybe put the fridge there instead.
Okay.
Putting the fridge, yeah. So as you come in the front door, you'll see a refrigerator instead of the oven. Is that better?
Yeah, it's a little bit. It's not a huge thing, though.
The ovens would be okay. The ovens would be okay.
I don't get it. You mean because the doorway you can see off the snack bar sitting area, the stovetop?
No. As you come in the front door, you would see ovens.
Oh, I see. The upper right corner there. So that's a doorway right there that when you come in, you're going to walk right into the stove.
Right. That's kind of in the corner of relationship.
James, go back to the drawing there.
Yeah, I'm trying to see them both.
Oh. Well, you got to move the other one over because of keep going. Okay. So that's refrigerator. So see where it's labeled stove?
Where it has RF, that's where the old refrigerator was.
Right. See, RF, right where the red line's almost touching.
Right. And where the back door is, that's where they're putting the double ovens.
Ah. So that's right here? Here.
Yes.
Okay, so move that one to the side, James, and go back to the floor plan. I just want to see. So see right where you have the arrow, that's the stove, the double oven.
Right.
You open the front door and you look down the hall instead of the door, that's a double oven.
Right.
Yeah. You just need to, you're going to have that chandelier that take care of that.
Yeah, and you know what else? Put something on the wall to have people's eyes move somewhere else so they don't just think food when they walk in.
To look into the living room.
Yes.
Would it be better to put the refrigerator where the ovens are going and put the ovens where the refrigerator is going on the left?
It's about the same.
I disagree because of the kitchen area, that's an earth element and fire makes earth, so that's actually better than a water element, which muddies it up. Plus, I'd be hungry all the time because I'd be thinking refrigerator, what's in there? Stove is like, I got to make the food.
When you walk in the front door.
So
when I walk in the front door, I wouldn't put a refrigerator there for several reasons because you do immediately start thinking food when it's a refrigerator. And you can look at the stove and you don't start thinking food unless you smell it. That's how I think. But the reason I would do it, me personally, is because it's a fire element and fire makes earth. And that's an earth element of the kitchen. And if you put water there,
that would go with relationship more than water.
Excuse me?
And that would go with relationship more than water because relationships are earth.
And you want them fired up a little bit.
Yeah, it's good to have fire in the relationship area.
So that would be my personal opinion is I'd be putting and it's double good to me, It's partnerships and you got two of them. That's really cool.
Right. And the other thing was we've had the refrigerator actually in the living room for like 20 years. So we've been on ice.
I'd be really fat. I ain't gonna lie. I love food.
But it's funny. The kitchen planner said the other day that he would almost put the fridge where the ovens are because if I'm out barbecuing on the deck and I forgot something, it would be easier in a shorter distance to come in and go to the fridge.
Just through these French doors, like in through there.
Yes. Right.
Hey, River, the reason it is an earth element because it's the earth element of the kitchen.
Yeah, I just wrote that.
Yeah. Don't type them back because everybody needs the knowledge, James. Everybody needs to understand the cures. If you just tell her, then they won't know.
All right.
So what she asked is stove equals fire, fire equals fame. How is an earth element, how is it in the fame area? It's not the fame area, it's a fame area of the house, but we're looking at the kitchen. So we're feng shuiing the kitchen while, you know, from the point of the front door, if that makes sense. So in the kitchen itself, where the double stove is going, now just think about this for a minute on how you can use feng shui in many levels. So that is the earth element. It's a partnership area of the kitchen, and she's putting double stoves. Things are in twos. That's rocking. That's what you want. And fire makes earth, so that's an excellent move from this consultant standpoint. But everybody has their own opinion, and it's not right or wrong except to some point, because wealth is not a fire god.
River's asking, where's the main entrance to the kitchen?
Down, well, if you come in the front door,
Mike, see?
if you come in the front door, it's the door that's at the bottom. Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Because you would always take the one from the front door. There's two doors here, but the main one would always come from the front door, because you're not going to come from the back of the house, because we lay the floor plan out from the front of the house.
Is this a door also?
Yep, looks like it to me.
That's the door to the dining room.
Okay. So they're on the same wall, so it wouldn't make any difference. And this is just
Okay.
open here?
Yes, that goes into that long hallway to the left.
Oh, got it.
What
So
what I did want to do is, as you come in the front door, do you see where the door to the cellar is? Take down the kitchen thing there. As you come in, there's a door from the cellar on the left.
over here?
No, go down the hallway.
Okay.
And there's a door, that's it. That's the door from the cellar.
Can you get
I
rid of
was
all the red stuff, James, so we can see what she's talking about? Because
Yeah, I can try. Hold on.
I think it's just clear history.
Yep. Gotta get to it.
Anyway, I was thinking of closing that door off and having the stairway open up in the kitchen and have a barn door slide to the left. And then that would be a closet. And then on the kitchen side, it would be like a little beverage area or drink area, because when we put the refrigerator into the kitchen, I'm going to lose my coat closet, so I won't have a coat closet. But my question is, will I be blocking the energy too much by closing off that hallway to the kitchen? That way you wouldn't even see the oven.
Oh, you mean you just complete this wall here?
Right. And then in front of that, where like they have the stairs ending, where the door to the basement is, close that off. Make it, straight. Close that off. And then where it closes, go over to the right on the along the living room wall, and that will be like part closet. And then on the other side, it will be maybe part like a beverage area or something.
Yeah, I'm not quite. I'm not quite following.
Draw that line back there for me that she's talking about. Leave that one there. Okay, draw that. Now I'm confused about where you're talking now.
Come down towards the front door.
Yeah.
And see how the stairs kind of end, and there's the cellar door.
Okay, back up. Right there. Okay.
Draw a line across to the right.
Okay, across to the right.
Okay, and that's kind of closing off the cellar door. So next to where he drew the first red line, that's where the new cellar door would be, and I'd have a barn door sliding to the left. So
would it be, when you open the door, would it be looking at the fireplace?
Which door?
The one you said is swinging to the left. What am I looking at when I open the door? That's what I need to know, because I can't figure out what you're talking about.
Open which door? The front door?
The front door, the cellar door. The cellar door comes up and you open it into the hallway.
Okay. This is how you access. This is how you access the stairs.
Right.
You can't access
So
them
I'm
from here at all.
Right, it goes down to the cellar. So I'm
Okay.
thinking of closing that door off, making a wall,
Right.
and then where I have that line drawn where it like shows the stairs,
Yeah.
draw a line to the right, and that would be like a closet. So the cellar door would be gone.
So draw
And then
that
as-
line straight right there, James. She's cutting that door off. Make a vertical line up. There you go.
Yep.
Right?
And then at the top of the stairs, I would have an opening into the kitchen,
Okay,
And
so
then-
open left. There you go. Boom.
a barn door opening to the left, and then where you started that first line at the bottom of the upside down L,
Hmm.
Yep.
see how you come in back? Okay, go to the right,
Keep going.
draw a line to the right,
Draw a line where?
Door.
A door, an opening
Okay.
here?
no. Leave that wall there
Hmm.
and go where I have like a little pencil mark, go to the left towards the stairs. No,
Just tell me go up or down.
Yeah, I'm totally lost.
Go up or
go
down?
up about, yeah,
Left or
go
right?
up a little bit. Okay, stop.
Okay.
James,
Now
can you
go
give her drawing
to the
tools
left
or
The
not?
line.
Say
Go
it
left
again.
with the line.
Draw a line to the left.
And I wanted to close that off and make that a closet. That little
Oh,
box.
and with a door over here to get into it?
Or in the, no,
Oh, in
the
the
door
hall.
would be in the hallway. You come in the hallway and there'd be a closet door.
What is the distance between the front door and this wall?
It's not like, it wouldn't be like you'd come right in and smack into a door. You'd
Mhm.
have some distance.
Over 5 feet.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's fine because you open the door and you're drawn this way anyway.
Yeah, that's what I think.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah, I think,
That works for me.
yep.
And, yeah, and where the first little line was up on that living room wall line in the kitchen, I would have some kind of a beverage area or something on the other side of the coat closet.
Right here.
Right.
Hmm.
Works for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a couple minutes left. We're down to about 5 minutes or so.
I'll unmute everybody if anybody has any
Yeah.
other questions.
So, first of all, thanks everybody that did show up. We really appreciate it.
Oh, you're all unmuted.
What questions, or is there something you didn't understand that we talked about? Because James and I are used to working together, so we understand each other's half sentences. And I know sometimes someone does that.
You guys are saying something about the steps. What would you do with this when you're talking about the up and down energy, but and then got sidetracked? So what was the issue with if you have steps in your home?
It can lead to things going up and down. So this is basically kind of in health, career, mostly in health and career. So yeah.
So anytime you have steps, just think about it. You use them to go down and you use them to go up. So the energy is up and down. So for example, if you have in your career area, your career, it could go up and you're doing great and then boom, it goes back down. It could be the thing where there's not stability. It goes up and down and up and down. Your health, you could be super healthy. Then you could get something where there's an imbalance in your house or in your office or whatever, where area of weakness, and then you get that cured, and then you get sick again, then you get that cured, and you get sick again. So that's what you always want to look at, stairs and steps and see what's going on there.
So would you put a crystal
Right there.
like at the very top on the ceiling of the second story,
Right
at the top
there.
of the stairs?
Right there.
Right where? That's the top?
See yeah.
Okay.
The other thing is, James, can you hear me?
Yes.
The hallway floorboards run horizontal, and also there's a rug in the hallway with horizontal stripes. So that slows it down a little bit in the hallway.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait.
Floorboards along the floor.
Yeah,
Run
the floor, the
Horizontal.
floorboard. Yeah,
But
go
then
horizontal.
wallpaper runs horizontal?
Well, no, the wallpaper's kind of,
Oh, I thought she said wallpaper because I'm like, that's just zipping it along like a fast-moving funnel.
No, she said a rug, right?
Okay.
No.
Me, I'm in cuckoo. Okay, what else? Anybody got any questions we can clarify? Or do you have?
I have a question about the bay window. Should I be putting red over it, a red line? And also over the French doors?
No.
That, I don't know where you got that. I've never heard that one. Red lines over bay windows?
Well, because it's a big window and it's an energy leak.
Well, yeah, you could do that if you want.
The bay window to me is a third of the one of 2/3. It's 1/3 of 3/3. That to me, I mean, you can do what you want if that's what you feel to do, but it's just not something I feel. I get downloads and drops and feel things, and I feel nothing. So to me, that means if it's not incorrect feng shui, you could do it if it makes you happy. But it's not something I would do. I'd stick a crystal in there and watch those rainbows zipping around.
I'd put a crystal
That's
right in that
much
bay
more
window.
for my liking than a red line.
Yeah.
Red lines, I use red sparingly. I am wood element, but it also means stop, and you are programmed to stop. And it may be stopping the energy, but it may be stopping my mind. That's a knowledge area. So it's just how your mind plays with things. But to me, I'd be having crystals up there. I think rainbows are so beautiful.
I'm unmuted.
Okay, what else, guys? We're wrapping it up here. Any questions? Is there something specific you guys would like us to teach? What would it be? Christy, Ann, looks like River and Rochelle left.
No, you have to slide your pictures over.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry,
I have a question.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm a little bit confused about the whole stair conversation.
Okay.
When you walk into the front door, there is stairs on the left that are going up. Is that correct?
No, that's
There's
a wall.
here.
No, they go.
Okay.
And
The stairs are going up.
you get to the stairs here, and they go down.
So we don't need a cure for that specific thing, but you always need some type of cure for stairs.
Okay.
Okay, she was correct. The stairs as you come in the front door do go up to the second floor.
Oh, yeah, both. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we both missed that.
Okay.
But with the door opening the way it does, James, even like with it, to me, I'm not even feeling that
No.
any energy about doing anything to it at all. I don't feel anything about it.
Well, she's putting a chandelier up too, so
Yeah,
that'll
that's
take care of
totally it. Yep. Nope, you're cool there.
it.
What else, guys? We want to make sure you understand it. That's why you have us here live.
And I'll post this video on the membership site, so you can all.
Okay, which way would you place a sofa in the family room and also in the living room?
Where's the family room? Over there. Okay.
Okay, like by the fireplace there? Not in direct alignment with the door? I see what she's saying, because there's a fireplace. You could face one towards the fireplace. You could face one looking out the bay windows. There's another window in a TV area. So, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to watch TV or look in a fireplace or look out the window? What's the number one thing you would do? That is how I would set the room up. So what is the number one thing I would
think the TV is going to be moved over to one of the bookcases on either side of the fireplace.
Okay.
So I was thinking putting the sofa vertically, like up and down that way. No, because if you come in from the hallway, you can't see someone coming in if it was on that wall.
Yeah.
Not horizontally, but vertically, maybe where the bay window on the left end, up, and then they can walk in along where I have the word family and go behind it.
Like this. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So maybe more closer towards the bay window or more centered.
Oh, yeah, that could work.
And what way would it be facing, the fireplace or the TV?
both.
You could also make it something like this.
I would do the one you said because I would be staring in the fire. Crazy, I love fire so much, and I'm a wood element.
It's really hard to do that furniture placement unless you're actually there and you can
Right.
like, feel it and see what the flow is and everything. So you just have to play with it.
You know, just move it around. It's my favorite thing to do. I'm always moving furniture around because all of a sudden you're like, oh, I never thought of this. This is kind of cool. What else, guys?
The living room? How would you place furniture in there?
Living room. Okay, you could almost do the same thing right there where it's in front of the fireplace because that's a door to the closet behind you.
No, there's no door there. That's the wall.
The door's going to be here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you could do that though. I mean, you could place it just right in this area. And that would give you access.
It would be okay if people came in, you'd be looking to your right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, wouldn't bug me at all.
No.
Okay, guys, so give me one each. Anybody left on the call? Give me one thing you really want to learn. James and I want to teach what you want to learn. You are talking about you got almost 50 years of information in our heads. And ask James how much I study and read and study with masters and do this and do that. So what do you want to learn? Tell us so we can be teaching the classes you want.
Go ahead, River.
River, go first. River, what do you want to learn?
Okay, so I think that one of the things that I want to learn is when you go in and you look at a house, how do you assess it for the 3 most important points?
Okay.
Okay.
Next is, James, you call them off so we have structured. I'll write the questions down, then we'll do it from there.
All right. Okay. Rochelle, you were saying something, right?
I would like to learn more about health cures, things that how to bolster up somebody. I'm having some issues with family members who aren't well, different ones, and
okay, give me three health issues, Rochelle.
So back problems.
Okay.
High cholesterol, high blood pressure.
Okay. Because I know where I'd go look right now just by what you said and go see what's going on.
I tell you, just to give you a quick little thing, my cholesterol was getting up, and they wanted to put me on those statin drugs.
Right.
But instead, I took niacin.
Yeah.
If you can handle the flush, because it has to be the real stuff that gives you that flush.
Yeah.
I take like 4,000 milligrams of that every night, and my cholesterol just boom, just dropped after about.
It's cleaning out the pipes.
Yep. A lot of people don't like it because it gives you that flush feeling. So doctors don't even recommend it, but it's very effective.
What do you mean by flush feeling? Like when we have hot flashes?
Yeah, exactly. Have you ever taken
please,
niacin?
man, don't get me started. I'm 54 women. They all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Flush feeling. I wore for a couple days while I take my niacin.
Yeah, it doesn't last very long. I take it before bed, so I'm usually asleep by the time it kicks. And you have to start low and then build up your tolerance.
Oh, okay.
But it's worth a try. It's really worth it.
What hot flash time of the night would you like me to call you, James? See what he's stuck to work with? Okay, so this is good because your subject, let alone there is several what I would call classes you could do. Because the back one, I would go look at the mystical being, which most people don't teach, is pretty intense, cool stuff. We talked a little bit about high cholesterol and high blood pressure. That's fire element. Could be electrical, could be the fame and reputation. So how I see things is, you can look at it from the elemental standpoint. You can look at it, from the Bagua standpoint. You can look at it from electrical. We've got the plumbing. We got all those things, too. So that all has an impact on your body. Okay, so we've got 3 most important things that we would look at, the top 3 things in a Feng Shui appointment, and then health cures, and I've got 3 topics there. Who's next, James? We got to wrap her up.
Christy, you
Brandy?
have any ideas?
Yeah. Brandy, my weakness is going into a business and Feng Shuiing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like where do you start and...
Oh,
Okay.
gotcha, because to me it is different. I mean, you look at some of the same things, but you're going to turn things around too. Like like to get pre-information, especially in a business. James and I always throw I Ching and use that guidance, and that's come in very, very handy because when you get to the appointment, if you know a little bit about the key players, it's going to help you. You're going to look in the family area. Well, that's a family area of the business, you know? So if that's out of balance, like let's say it's all fire, you know that they're fighting like cats and dogs and, you know, so it's good to know the little things before you even go in and look at it. Like who is, you know, you want to know because you want to make sure that the businessman, you know, he's either in the wealth and prosperity area or if there's partnerships in the partnership area, you know, you
So
want
where would you put the cash register if you walked into some shop? Would it be in helpful people?
cash register in the front. I'd put it where the career area is because you want the money coming in right away. And I'd put a mirror upside down underneath the money to double my wealth.
You can even put one over it to infinitely expand your
Yeah,
wealth.
to infinitely expand it. It's really key when you do business. I would have to say one of the first things is before I even get into it, the number one thing is, what are they seeing from the outside? Does it look friendly? Does it look inviting? Are you stirring up chi? Do you have a beautiful welcome mat? You know, are there flowers that are nourishing and healthy? Are the windows clean? Does the door open easily? Is it easy to even figure out how to open the damn door? I get so mad when they have one door locked and I can't figure out which one it is. So that's the energy I would bring in. Oh, geez.
Okay. Anybody else?
Well, I think 5 elements and just cures, but multiple options of cures. So if one doesn't work in somebody's house or they don't like that particular option, I would love to know different options of cures for each thing.
Okay,
so if you
perfect.
have poison arrows, you know, 2 or 3 different cures, and how to infinitely expand a home business.
Mm-hmm. Okay, those are good topics.
So when you say 5 elements, you mean like the main, like pick the top 3 cures for a wood element? Or I'm confused because 5 elements is like la 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 la, layer. James knows what I studied.
It's fast.
I know, I said it that way
5
for a
elements,
reason.
and it's like, well, I just saw 13 layers.
I know. Maybe the easiest, best way to use your 5 elements as a cure.
Yeah, we can go over that. That's
So guys, what I suggest is, you know, James and I have had a very busy last 6 months, joining as partners, launching our business and coaching and all this stuff is, let's start really using the Feng Shui group Facebook page. Because when we can see what you want out there, it's really easy for us and to create classes, to answer you back. Use us. I mean, you've got 2 Feng Shui experts for $27 a month. So just one cure and you just, you know, that's worth it totally. So let's start using the Facebook page as much as possible. And we'll do live calls when people show up. Any questions you want to get ahead of time, throw it in that Facebook group. And we'll start teaching this. So next class that you see will be one of these topics, whatever James and I think is most powerful. Cool.
all right. And I'll send the link to the membership site to everybody so you can review this video. And I'll also put the link to the Facebook page in case you don't have that.
First and third Tuesdays at 2 o'clock Central, noon Pacific are what our goal is. James and I have lots of things we're working with joint venture partners on and getting all kinds of stuff going on. So unless you hear different, but they're not all live, we were doing live calls and no one showed up. But we have so much information. It's so powerful. And guys, there is no difference between live and recorded as far as getting the information, haven't changed the energy of your grid. There is none. There is no time or space. It's on the grid. You're in there. set your intention before you show up for every class. We like to do live too because we get to interact and we get a lot of information on what you want. So
yeah, we've gotten a little off on the first and third thing just because it's been a hectic summer, but and in fact, this is the second Tuesday, so this month we'll probably do another one on the 29th.
oh, it is the second Tuesday.
Yeah, but we'll get back to normalcy here pretty soon.
We're trying, man. Awesome. Thanks for showing up, guys. We got a lot of good stuff coming up in your future. So
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Thank
see
you.
you later. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you.